Hey guys, it's Self-Dev, um, and I wanted to talk about regretting decisions in your past and how to stop that, basically. So, say you've made some regretful decisions in your past, um, and that's eating you up in the present. So, what I would like to tell you is that if you're wishing you made another choice in the past than the choice you already have, you would literally be another person because who we are is the choices that we make in life. So, and also if you believe in parallel universes, I'm not sure if I do or not, but if you do, it would mean you're essentially wishing that you don't exist anymore and you want to be another version of you who made another choice. Um, yeah, so you're kind of asking that that version of you replace the version of you now, which essentially means you've killed yourself. Like, so yeah, the person you won't be the same person. Like your any mistakes, like all your choices, you've learned from them, or you will learn from them. And every single thing that's happened in your life, like even if they're not your choices, like just general circumstances, even if you wish they went another way, you would be another person and you wouldn't sit here thinking, oh, I wish I made this choice or not made that choice. Um, so, yeah, look more to the present and stop regretting things that happened in the past or wishing they played out differently because it would mean you essentially stop existing, like you cease to be, and this other version of you who is very, very similar to you takes that place. So yeah, you probably don't want that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that who you are now, like you can't change the past, and there's no point crying over the fact that you can't change the past or wishing that you could change the past. Like to me, it's just a waste of energy, and I think you would prefer to look at the present and the future, which is what I like to do. I like to not focus on the past. It comes quite easy to me, unless I'm like really traumatized or something. In that case, I might look into the past for um, how things were simpler and easier and happier for me. But at a healthy state, I'm very present and future focused. So yeah, you want to focus on the present and make sure that your past isn't affecting your present, because if it is, then that will affect your present, obviously, and then that will affect your future. So if you hate your past, if you focus on that hate of hating your past too much, it will affect your present and it will affect your future. So yeah, it's a knock-on effect that you really don't want. So think of the past as one book and the present as another and the future as another. You've finished reading or writing the book about the past, and you don't want to rip any pages because it's like the prequel. Like you can't rip out any pages or pretend they never happened, and you can't rewrite any of those pages. So that book is published, right? So now you're in the second edition in the trilogy, which is the present. So you're writing that, you're always writing in that, you're always adding chapters in that book. But you can take inspiration from the past book. And yeah, like you've already written that. You can't say, actually, I wish I wrote this plot twist in the past book. Like you, if you want that, you'd have to write another trilogy, and that's like impossible. Like in terms of this metaphor. So as you're writing the present book, while you are writing it, you are planning for what will play out in the future book. So in the present book, what you are writing, you must write carefully so that it can meet your future ideas and hopes for the future book. So yeah, you have an advantage of the book you are writing right now, which is the present. So right now, your choices will be eventually set in stone. So all present eventually become the past, as well as all future. So while you are writing the present, you need to be aware that that needs to be the seed for the growth in the future. So you can't change back time, so you know that you can't change the past. So make sure the present is the best you can make it. Like otherwise it will just turn into more mistakes added on to the past, more things to regret and feel sorry about. And like what's the point of that? So yeah, the moral of the story is to make sure that if you want to have memories of the past that are good and have enough of them to overcome the bad memories, then make sure you live in the present as much as you can. Make sensible decisions, avoid toxic people or situations. Make sure you work on your hopes and dreams, your life purpose. Yeah, just try as best you can to make the wise choices in the present, and then that will add to your past, and then you will feel great about the choices you made in the past, which was the present, if that makes sense. I know it's a bit complicated, but hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, always think about the future in the back of your mind, or sometimes the front of your mind, but not so in front of your mind that you forget to live in the present as well. And yeah, the past you can use to learn from. Like you can look at the past and think of your mistakes in a healthy way and focus on how you can avoid those mistakes in the future, because you don't want to repeat them, for obvious reasons. So yeah, that's my advice about how to focus on the present and future, and how to, if you must, how to healthily look at the past and use it as a tool to help in your present and future. Yeah, that's all I've got for you today. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, share the video, make sure that if you excuse me, if you have anyone in your life that you think can benefit from any of this content, then please share it with them. It would mean the world to me if as many people, if I could get this to help as many people as possible, because that is the purpose of my channel existing. So yes, I hope you have an awesome day and an amazing life.